Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be learning how to create this company website for free in WordPress. We're going to be using a free page builder, free theme and free plugins. Okay, the elements, the images, I'm going to show you guys. In fact, I've shared with you all the images that I've used in this tutorial in the description so that you guys can freely use them. Okay, now I'm going to show you the different aspects of this website. And first, I'm also going to show you, by the way, how to create these very nice footers. They're easy, so easy to create. I want to show you how to create these frequently asked questions that are also very easy to create. I'm going to show you how to create these advanced tab layouts, which are also super easy to create. I'm going to show you how to create these counters right here that are also so easy to create. There is no code in this website whatsoever. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys how to create this very nice hero section that you see right here. I'm gonna show you guys how to create these cards for your team section. Okay, I'm to show the team member name, their position, and the description of their jobs and everything. We're gonna add some company values to the website itself and so much more. Okay, and when you take a look at, for example, the testimonials section, what we'll be creating is a few testimonials for some of the people that have reviewed the work that you have done with your company and everything. Then we're gonna have a mission section to show our mission and our mission goals and everything. Then we have a contact us section right here that has this contact form that is beautifully made, then some company information on the left, and I'm gonna show you guys how to create all this stuff. Okay, then we have a map. I'm gonna show you guys how to add a map that stretches, from left to right and everything like that. Then we also have the previously shown frequently asked questions. Okay, so you guys, in case you're interested in learning all this, please watch the entire tutorial and you don't skip any parts, because it is value packed and it's a step-by-step tutorial. Okay, so let's get started. But before we get started, you will need a domain name and hosting. But if you don't want to pay for a domain name and hosting, there is a software solution called LocalWP. It's basically a software that you can install on your PC that allows you to create websites on your machine locally. Then you can migrate them later online, whenever you're ready. Okay, but I'm gonna show you guys how you can set up your domain name and hosting. Then we can get started. Okay, so let's get started. So head over to hostinger.com and hit the login button. And once you're here, you can select the Google button to automatically sign you into Hostinger, even though you don't have an account. Okay, so I've signed in right here, and once you sign in, it's gonna lead you to this page. And when you're here under hosting, if you have to click hosting and check out the hosting plans they offer. They offer 3 different hosting plans, but I usually like to go with the middle tier, the middle one, which is called Premium Web Hosting. Kind of offers 100 websites, 100 subdomains, and also a whole bunch of other features that I really like. So I'll select that. Then you can select either 48 months, 24, 12, or even 1 month. And for this case, I'll be going for 1 month, since this is just for demo purposes only. So I'll select 1 month, and once I'm happy with that, I'll just choose a payment method. And once that's done, you gotta select a payment method that you want to use. I'll be using MasterCard, but you guys can use GPay, PayPal, or any other option that you're fine with. So I've filled in my card and I'm gonna hit pay now. Okay, and once I've paid now, all I have to do is to click this setup button and I start setting up my hosting sort of configuration information. Okay, so hit setup and it's gonna lead you to this page where you can start setting up your hosting. So click start now. We're creating the website for, you can select I'm creating for myself. Who's creating? I'll be building the website myself. The type of website that you want to build is gonna be business. So do you need help? Probably yes, if you're a beginner. And once you've selected that, it's gonna lead you to this page where you can create your new website, or if you already have a website from another hosting company, you can migrate it over to Hostinger. So I'm gonna create a new website, and I'm gonna select the WordPress button on the right and click select WordPress. Okay, and right here I'm gonna need to add a password and an email that I'll be using to log into my WordPress website. Okay, so I'm just gonna type it in here. Remember that you have to remember this password that you create, and once you're done, just hit continue. They're gonna ask you to add these plugins to your website, but you may not really need them. So I'll just disable those and hit continue. Yeah, then they'll ask you the look. Basically, they're telling you to select a theme, but I'll just select this first one in the corner. And right now they're going to ask you to buy domain name, or if you have an existing domain. So let's just buy a new one, since you guys may not be having already domains. So I'll just select buy domain and type in here in the search box the domain name that I would want. So you guys can type in one for your business, and you see the domains that Hostinger has for you. Yeah, so you can hit search once you're done typing the name, and to display a bunch of extensions. So you can see .cloud, .info, .shop. So I'm looking for something really cheap, since this is a demo tutorial. I'm gonna scroll through these. So there's .store, .tech, .site. You can even view more extensions that these guys have. .fun. Yeah, so there are a bunch of extensions that you guys can go through. But for this tutorial, I think I'll buy this second one on the downer list. Yeah, .cloud. Yeah, and I'll purchase it for 1 year. Yeah, which is okay with me, and I'll just complete the payment. Okay, so when I process and says the payment was successful, so I'm gonna hit next. Yeah, so the other forms here that can basically fill in your personal information. Yeah, and once you're done, Hostinger will finish up the setup really quickly, and you just have to click finish setup and you'd be good to go. So once the setup is finished, Hostinger will install the WordPress, and right now you can click on this edit website, and it will lead you straight into your WordPress dashboard, and you start creating your website. Another way to log into WordPress that I have to show you is to add this extension of WP admin at the end of your domain name. Yeah, and it will lead you to this login page where you can type in your email that we just configured in a few minutes ago, then also the password that you set. Yeah, so you can go ahead and type in your email, then add your password, and all you have to do is to click login. Okay, and once you're here, you can decide to save these passwords in Google Chrome, and you can start working on your website. Okay, and now that you're logged into the admin dashboard, let's start working. Now go under screen options and we try to remove all these so that we keep it extremely clean. Yeah, as you can see, now it's clean. The first thing we gotta do is to install a WordPress theme. So right on your left under appearance, click on themes, and what we're gonna do is click on add new, and once we are here, we're gonna install Astra. Astra is really a great theme, and once it's done installing, all you have to do is to click activate. Okay, so now the theme is installed, as you guys can see it here, and the next thing you're going to have to do is install a few plugins. Okay, now what plugins essentially do is to give your pages or your website some extra functionality. Okay, so now the first plugin we're going to install is going to be Elementor. Really great plugin for designing websites. It's a page builder, that's what most of the people call it. Yeah, so it's right here. So I'm gonna click on Elementor. It has a free version and it also has a paid version, but for this tutorial we're gonna be using a free version. Everything's gonna be free. Then we're gonna install some other plugins. For example, essential add-ons for Elementor. This offers some extra widgets that you might be interested in. Then Royal Elementor add-ons. Still, these are more widgets. So let's install some more add-ons for Elementor. Yeah, so there is premium add-ons, there is elements kit, elementor add-ons. So all those are elementor add-ons. They offer more widgets that you can work with. Then what you're going to install is Ninja Forms. It's to help us, build contact forms and everything. Yeah, so Ninja Forms is right here, so I'm gonna click install. Okay, yeah, and for now I think those are the plugins that we need. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to install plugins. Remember, I haven't activated them yet, as you see them here. So I'm gonna select all these, and this, and this, and this. Then, oh, sorry, I think let me change to, oh, no, to, okay. Let me just, yeah, they're selected right here. And I'm gonna go to bulk auctions, activate, and apply. And once everything is activated, then we're gonna move on to the other parts of the website. So everything is activated, as you guys can see right now. So one important thing is that always enable auto updates so that I don't have to come back here and update stuff. Yeah, so yeah, we are done with the plugin installation. Now what we're gonna do is to first create some pages for our website. So under pages here on your left, you're gonna click on add new. Okay, now the first page that I want to be creating is the home page. Okay, so once I've created that, I'm gonna hit publish and publish once again, and that is done. Okay, so let's create more pages. So I'm gonna click on add new page, and I'm gonna create our team, a page for our team. Okay, then I'm gonna hit publish and publish once again. Then I'm gonna create another page for the testimonials. Okay, testimonials. I'm gonna hit publish once again. Then I think let's create one more page. Yeah, let's create one more page for the contact us. Okay, contact us page. Okay, so I think that's good enough. So I'm gonna hit publish. Okay, now let's just click on this WordPress icon to take us back to the dashboard. Okay, and once you are here, what I want to do is to go to settings and go to the general settings. Okay, then we're gonna start making a few changes here. For example, our site title can be site. Mine, I chose Subfy, but you can choose any business name. Then the tagline may be something like providing green energy, something like that. Okay, then you can make anyone register as a subscriber, as a contributor, but I will leave this unchecked for now. Then you can also change the site language, for example, to German, to Arabic, to any language that you prefer. Then change the date format and everything. So once you've made the changes, you can hit save changes. Okay, then under reading, okay, I want to change a setting because when you go to, for example, your home domain, for example, if you click visit site here, yeah, it's gonna redirect you to this page. Yeah, but you need to set this home page as your home page. Yeah, so all you have to do is to go to select this option and select home as your home page, then hit save changes. Okay, then one last setting I like to use is under permalinks. Yeah, for SEO purposes, I always want to have this post name selected. Okay, so now everything looks great. Okay, now we've created the pages, as you guys can see. Yeah, 1 2 3 4. This was by default created by WordPress. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is to create a header menu. Okay, now under menus, what we're gonna do is to create a main menu. So you can type in here menu main, you can call it anything, menu main for example. Then select this as your primary menu and hit create menu. Okay, so now it's created, but now we need to add some pages. So we're gonna go to click view all. So home, I want to add our team, our testimonials, and contact us, and click add to menu. And once that's done, I'm gonna hit save. Okay, and once you come here and refresh this page, then everything starts to look really neat. Okay, so now that we are done here, I'm gonna close off these and these, yeah, all these, just to have a clean interface. Okay, we need to work on the header. I think let's first work on the header, and to do that, okay, let me close this so that you guys follow along clearly. You go to a visit site. Okay, and once you're here, you're gonna hit customize. Okay, then it's gonna open up the customize settings right here, as you guys have seen. Okay, so now you can toggle these and see what you're working on. So what I'm going to do right now is hop into the header builder, and what I want to do is I'm going to first remove these. Then I'm going to click on this plus icon right here in the middle and place my primary menu here. So when I take this away, you guys can see right here that's in the middle. Okay, then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put the site logo. Okay, so let me upload the site logo. So when I click on site logo on the left here, then it says select logo. It brings up, so I just click, got it. No, actually let me head back, because I need to go under site identity. Okay, we shall add the site icon later, but we need to add a logo. So I'm gonna click select logo and select files, and let's look for our logo. Let me see, where did I save it? It's right here. Then I'm gonna click open and select. So I'll skip cropping, and that looks all right. So I'm gonna change the logo width to something really small like that. Yeah, and I'm gonna disable that. Oh no, actually I want to disable it, but let's remove it from all these. Okay, yeah, by checking this, then because if you select them again, then it's gonna show up. Okay, so I'm gonna deselect them so that it's just the logo alone. Okay, so now as you guys can see, it's now close to this header menu. And what I'm gonna do now, yeah, is to change. When I click on the primary menu, I know you guys can't see it, but it's right there. Yeah, when I toggle this away, it pops up. So I'm gonna go under design. Okay, then what I want to do is I want to change first the font to something like, let me click on this pen icon to change the font to something like let's use Work Sans. So I'm gonna type in Work Sans here, and I'm gonna give it a font size of, I think 14 should do. Then the weight should be, I think 500. Yeah, so if I toggle this away, I think that looks all right. Then what I'm gonna do next is to give that menu a background color. Okay, and the background color that I'm gonna be using is, I already saved it up somewhere here. Is this color code right here. F1, F1, F1. So I'm gonna go back to the customize, and so once I'm back here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on this pen icon right here on the corner. Then I'm gonna go to design. Okay, then under background, I'm gonna paste in this color right here, the F1. So I think that looks fine. And what I'm gonna do now is to change this blue color to something different. Okay, so let's first hop out of all these, yeah, and go back, click back, click back, click back, then go to global, then colors. Okay, then what I'm gonna change is the theme color. Let me see, this one I'm gonna change it to a green. I'm gonna go back to this document of mine. Then I have a green here that I had copied earlier on, so I think I'll just paste it in right here, and that is a green that we're going to be using throughout these. I think it will represents the green energy concept. Okay, then a certain black. Okay, I'm going to open this, copy this, and head back under link. I'm going to paste in the black right here. It's a certain type of black, which I think looks okay, and I think that is it for now. So as you guys can see, we are still having this blue right here, yeah. Then we also need to add a button right here, and this to push it to the left. Okay, so now to do that, let's head back still to the customizer. Okay, and once the customizer is fully loaded, we're gonna go to the header builder, and right here we're gonna click this plus button icon right here, sorry. Then we're gonna add a button. Okay, and once its button is added, all you have to do is to click here on the left, then click button, and let's say request quote, maybe that's a text on it, request quote, something like that. Then the link, maybe it should link back to our contact page. So under pages, let's go to all pages, and contact us. Maybe let's copy this link address and paste it in right here. Okay, and if you want to see how the button is looking, that's how it's looking. However, we want to make it look more fancy, so let's head to design. Then what we're gonna do is give it a border color of this green. Then this background color, let's make it less transparent. Okay, so let's see how that looks. Okay, not so good, but the border width will make it 1. Okay, then the text color, we have this black right here, or it can be even green. Yeah, I think green is okay, and looks right just fine. Then the border radius, we're gonna make it 25. Let's link it up so that everything is 25. Okay, and it's looking quite nice. And let's change the let me see, the font. Yeah, let's edit the font to something like Worksense. So we're gonna change this to Worksense, to work. I'm gonna type in your Worksense. What is going on? Work to Worksense, and let's give it 500. Then I think it should be 14 pixels. Yeah, so we'll take that away. I think that looks nice. Then I think let's just drag this and put it to the extreme end. Okay, then let's click on the primary menu, then go to its design tab. Okay, under design, let's see options we have. Let's make this green. Yeah, this normal tab green. Okay, so once you make it green, you realize everything turns green. Then what we're gonna do is still, even on hover, let it remain green. Then on active, let it also be green, but a darker green, something like this. Yeah, and let's click on the menu font, and also make some changes there. It's wax sans, it's 500, and let's increase the spacing maybe to something like 7 pixels. Oh, that's too wide. We're gonna make it 3 or 2. Yeah, 3 or 2 should be good enough. I think that's also too wide. I'll just make it 1. Yeah. So I think that looks alright. Yeah, with the 1 pixel. And yeah, let's start working on the home page and all other pages for the website. Okay. So I'm just gonna close this. Oh, had we published it? No, we hadn't published the changes, guys. Do not forget to publish the changes. So let's click publish, and I'm gonna close this, and I'm gonna visit our site. So right now we are at the home page. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is click edit page and edit with Elementor. All right, so once Elementor is open, the first thing I'm gonna do is to click to add a new section or a new column. And the first thing I'm gonna add on in this column is the heading. Okay, and it's gonna say something like providing maybe sustainable energy, something like that. Okay, this is not spelled. Yeah, and I'm gonna center it. Okay, then what I'm gonna do with this text, I'm gonna say give it this theme color. The typography is gonna be, let's see, it's gonna be wax sans, and I need a weight of something like 400 and a text size of like 14 pixels, then a spacing of 3 pixels. I think 2 is enough. And yeah, then what I'm gonna do is also to add another heading still under this, and it will read something like redefining green energy. No, let's just say something like providing sustainable green energy for everyone. Okay, then what I'm gonna do while I'm still here is that I'm gonna center it. Then under style, I'm gonna give it a color of let's get a black shade, something like this. I think let's add this to as a global color, so I'm gonna call it black. Okay, so sorry for my spellings, but yeah. Then I'm gonna change this to a font called Shipori, and we're gonna go for Shipori Minkyo and 600 weight. I think let's take it to 800. Yeah, then a size of something like 40 or 49. Yeah, let's see how it looks in a full screen. I think we need to increase it something like let's make it 70 something like 72. Yeah, something like that. Then take down Yes, so I think this looks better. Yeah, then what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna add some text under here. So I'm gonna add a text editor. Yeah, then I'm gonna just copy some, maybe some lorem ipsum text, the way you see it here. And what I'm gonna do actually is I'm gonna center it, though I may need some longer text. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy in something longer, okay, under here. So under content, let me just paste in something longer, something like that. Then what I'm gonna do is I think that color of the text is fine, though I want to change it to something like waxens. Okay, and that looks good, though I want it somehow a little bit more centered. So under advanced, to do that, I want some gaps on the left and the right. So on the right, let's make it 50, then on left 50, so that when I think I need to even make it like 150 or something. Yeah, I really want to keep it to the center, something like that. Yeah, so I think that's looking all right. Then while I'm still here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on this section. Yep. Then I'm gonna click on style, then background. I wanna give it a background color of something like, remember the color we used? This one, F1, F1, F1. I'm just gonna copy this and paste it in right here. Yep. That looks fine, though it's not responding, and I don't know what's happening to this. Okay, let's do it again. It's still not. It's picking different colors. Let me just type in F1, F1, F1. Okay, but now it's changing something that I don't want. Let's make it F1. Oh god, F1, F1, F1. Yeah, this is a color code that I'm looking for. I think that looks better. Okay, it kind of blends in with the head and everything. So what I need to do is, still under this section, this selected, I'm gonna add some padding to the top and the bottom. Something like 70 should do. Not 700, but 70 to the top and to the bottom. So I think that looks great. Okay, then what I want to add next is a button. To add a button, I'm gonna click and drag it just under here. Then I'm gonna center it. Then I'm gonna say something like get started. Yeah, and while we are still here under the style, okay, I'm gonna change the typography to some like accents. Yeah, the font size of 14 should be good enough. Then let's change the color. So click on this globe icon. We set this color already. This theme color we set, that green. Then the border radius, I think 25 should be good enough. And what I'm gonna do while I am still here, I want it to look a little bit bigger. This is too tiny. So maybe what I'm gonna do is to use, let's say 15 pixels to the top and 15 to the bottom. Then maybe 30 to the left and the right. Let's make this 18. See how that looks. Yeah, 18 should do the job. Yeah, I think that looks much better. Okay, though I'm gonna drag it up. So to drag it up, I'm gonna go to the advanced and link the margins, then use a negative margin to sort of push it down and down. So I think I'm comfortable with this right now. Yep. So The section I'm going to be working on next is basically counters. Okay, and to do that, okay, I'm going to add another section. Yeah, and within this section, by the way, let me do something. Okay, that's going to make our work quick. I'm going to click on this. Yeah, then go under style, then this background, and the background, this color right here that we used. Okay, I'm gonna click on this plus icon and save it as the background. Yeah, then maybe if we need to use this font, yeah, you can do the same thing with the font. You can save it as a global font or something. So under accents here, under typography, sorry, I'm gonna click on this font, then maybe I'll call it the paragraph. Yeah, paragraph, accents, something like that. Yeah, then maybe we can also copy this. We can also add this typography as a global one. Then we say section heading, maybe. Yeah, because we're gonna use it a lot. Okay, so now once that's out of the way, let's go to the section right here, the one we created, then go to style. So under its background, what we're gonna do is click on this global icon. Yeah, then remember we have saved some colors, for example the background right here. Yeah, so it just automatically pops up. Then what we're gonna add, we're gonna add some containers. Okay, for example, we're gonna add this first one. Okay, then I think we can duplicate them into the second and into the third. So we have 1 2 3, but then still we have to go back to this section and change the direction, because right now they're flowing to the bottom. But once we go to the layout, we can change this so that they flow to the left. Okay, which I think is really cool. Okay, now let's add some counters. All right, so let's click counter, and there we have one. We've added one, so we want to say that this, let it count to 10, the ending number. Then we want to add a prefix of K, but let's make it capital K, then a plus, something like that. So 10K plus. Then under where there is cool number, let's just say satisfied customers. All right. Once that's done, what are we gonna do? Okay, is to come to the text color. Let's make it this theme color green that we said. The typography can be Shipori, Minko, Yam. And if you to take a look, okay, let's just adjust the weight, the size to something 40 pixels. Then the weight can remain as 600. Okay, then for the title, which is the satisfied customers, we can have it to our color black. Then the typography can be still on the global color. We can say paragraphs and something like that, but then we lower it down to something like 14 pixels. Yeah, okay, let's keep it 16. Yeah, it's more visible that way. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is click on this column icon, go to style, pick a background color, and let's make it white. Okay, and while we're still here, check out the border section, and let's just give it a border radius of 25. So when you take this away, you're gonna have this sort of curved section. Okay, and what we can do is we can duplicate this and duplicate it one more time. Then we can, I think, delete this. So I'll delete this, and I'll delete this, and I'll change I'll change this to something like maybe 10,000. Then I'll remove the K and I'll say 10,000 plus. Let's say reviews. Something 10,000 plus reviews. Then we can say here like 90 something, like 95%. 95. So remove the K, then we make it a percentage, like success rate, maybe something like that. So I think everything looks good, really. Yeah. Then what I want to do is maybe to add like a video under here. So I'm gonna click on video. I'm gonna search for video. Then I'm gonna drag it just under the 95%, and let's place a video maybe. But before you place the video, I want to still do some edits to this. So let's go under advanced and under border. Okay, and I make the border radius something like 20. Yeah. Then for the video link, I'll post this. Let's go to YouTube. Maybe you find the video something like YouTube. I want to get a video about something like green energy. Yeah. So I'm gonna search for green energy. Yeah. So let me see. I think I'm gonna copy this. Copy link address. Come here and just paste it in. And I think that's really cool. Then I want to make it somehow floating over these bottom lines. So actually what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to positioning under advanced, yeah, for the video, and change it to absolute. Yeah. And while I'm still here, I'm gonna change, hold on, yeah, the horizontal dimensions. So you can change the horizontal dimensions. Yeah, but I'm gonna keep it to 0 for the horizontal. Yeah, but then for the offset for the vertical, I'm gonna push it down. Yeah, so maybe I'll just drag it in. Okay, let me just do this. Yeah, then under style, hold on. So under style, because I need to really make it smaller, but let me just add a padding to make it smaller. So I think even if the padding is uniform, for example, if I add 20, 30, yeah, let's see, it's not looking quite nice. Maybe this won't work, so let's just make it 0. I think let's just make it 0, and if we apply it as, yeah, let's apply it as a margin. Sorry guys. So now we've applied it as a margin, and what we're gonna do is under the vertical orientation, I think I need to pull it up just a little bit closer to something like this. Okay, then let's add something here under the 10,000 reviews. Let's make sure there are star ratings. So I'm gonna add the star ratings widget. So I'm gonna search for star, then I'm just gonna add it right here, then just make it centered, and under advanced, let's just let's just make it 0 at first. Okay, then unlink them, and I'll just drag it up to here. All right, so that looks fine, I guess. Let me take this away. Okay, and yeah, I'm really comfortable with this. And what I'm gonna do is, under this section, I'm gonna add a padding to the bottom of around 70 or 150. I think let's do 150, not 1500, but 150. And that looks quite nice, I think. All right, we need to add more. I think we can go with 200. Yeah, 200 is okay. 95% reviews. And okay, that is done. Okay, so now I'd like to make these boxes just a little bit longer. So but before we do that, let me just align these to have them centered. Yeah, everything. Then on clicking on this counter, I just add a padding to the top and the bottom, something like 30 and 30 to the bottom. Yeah, so just copy this and paste it as a style here, and paste it as a style here. Then what I would do is, for this specifically, I'm gonna add a margin. Okay, because it's obstructing this, so maybe I will click on the video itself, then come to the video itself. I don't know, I'm failing to click it, so I guess I'm gonna pull up the navigator, then select the video itself and kind of push it down. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I just push it down manually like that. So I think that looks nice. Okay, so now let's proceed with the next sections. So now what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna add two sections right here, and I'm gonna copy these. Yeah, title right here, and I'll just paste it in here. Then I'll align it to the left, and I'll call it, I'll title this section something like why choose us. Yeah, then what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna add another title right here, another heading, sorry, and I call it maybe, let me copy something from here, and I'll call it maybe sustainable high energy sufficient, something like efficient energy. Oh god, energy. Yeah, so you guys already know the type of text that we're going to use here, the type of color, sorry. So it's going to be black, then the text is going to be Shiporiminko. Yeah, and it's going to be 40 pixels. I think that's good. And let's make this also global. Okay, Shipori heading. Yeah, it's gonna speed up everything. Yeah, and once we're done with that, yeah, we're gonna add an image right here, and let's choose the image. Remember guys, I've linked these images to your in the description below. So let me see the image we can use right here. We can use this. Okay, and once it's uploaded, right here, I'm gonna go to style, and I'm gonna give it a border radius of something like 25. Yeah, just so we have these curved edges, which I think they're really cool. Then still on the section, let's add our margin or padding. Let's add a margin of something like 70. Yeah, Then to the bottom also something like 70. Yeah. And we're gonna add our mission statement right here. So we're gonna copy this. Let's copy. No. Let's add our own that already has some styles that I want to inherit. So while this is still here, I'm gonna go under style. Okay. Then the typography is gonna be for our paragraphs, and our mission is gonna be something like, let's see, let me pull up something right here. Our mission, let's edit this content to something like mission. Yeah. So there we have it. Then we're gonna add something like a review. Yeah. To below this. Okay. So I'm actually gonna duplicate this. Yeah. Then I'm gonna paste it in a review, something like that, at a heart of yeah. So sorry for that, but yeah, I'm trying to work fast here. Yeah. So then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the person who reviewed this. It's gonna be so it's gonna be an image box that I'm gonna drag under here. Then I'm gonna add in an image, or someone could have said something like this. Let's take this for example, and I'm gonna insert it. Then the heading is gonna be maybe Jackson Jackwart, and maybe it's a CEO Sapphire. Yeah, I think you guys get the idea. So the image position is gonna be that. Then the vertical alignment I think should be in the middle, which I think is looking good. Then the border radius of the image, so under image we can make it circular by increasing the border radius. That looks cool. Then the content, okay, let's start with the color, so it can be green. Yeah. Then the typography can be of the Shipori heading, but then we make it something like 32. No, I think 32 is too huge. Let's make it, oh, it's a spacing. Okay, let's make these 21 or 32. I'm stuck between, okay, let's go for something in between, like 25. Then under still content, under description, the typography can use here is maybe for the paragraph sense. Yeah. So we are having Jacquard saying this and this and this. Okay. So now what I'm gonna do is I need to insert some reviews, these that we included here, but they're gonna be something really different. So let's copy this. Okay, for now, remember it's copied. Now I'm gonna add a container just below this image box, and in that container I'm gonna still add another container. Okay, so it's nested, so I'm gonna duplicate it. Should I duplicate it now? No. Let's paste in that widget that we copied. Okay, then we can basically duplicate that. Okay, so you duplicated the column, and let's duplicate it one more time. So it's looking like that, but this is a vertical flow and we want it to flow sideways. So click on this outer column, then change the direction right here to something like that. Okay, then let's see how that looks. Let's do something like 10k plus, something like homes. Let me change that to something like homes, and let's say gardens. So we can say maybe this is 5, so it's 5k plus. Then we can make this 1 million, so it doesn't have to count. So we can make this aim. Yeah. 1 million plus maybe panels, maybe solar panels or something like that. Yeah. So let's check this out. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. And what we can do is when I click on this and under style, under the title, I think we can leave it the way it's looking. Yeah, I'll change something, but yeah, I'm happy with how everything is looking. So now we're gonna move on to the next section, which is pretty similar to the first one. And what I'm gonna do, you're gonna be adding a section right here. Okay, and within this section I'm gonna copy this. Okay, then we talk about the solutions that we are providing. So I'm gonna type in solutions, and once I'm done with that, I'm gonna copy this heading still to and paste it in right here. I'm gonna paste it in right here, but it's too big. It's really too big. So I'm gonna take it down to something like 40 pixels, and let's say revolutionalizing green energy, something like that. Okay, then I'm gonna still take this. Okay, then I'm gonna paste it in just down here, and I'll copy in some text. Really, let me just paste it in right here. So it's elevate your journey with cutting edge services. Yeah, something like that. Then what I'm gonna add below this, the sum of the services that our company offers. Okay, so what I'm gonna include are some tabs. Now tabs are really a good way to display things, but let me see what so right now we're having these tabs that are not so really doing what I need them to do. But let me show you something, guys. So let's first update this. Go to your dashboard. Yeah, so under Elementor, where is Elementor? I can't see element. It's right here. Go to settings, and once you're in the settings, go to features and make sure nested elements are active. Yeah, and the flexbox container is also active, and click save changes. Okay, and come back here and refresh this. All right, so now when we scroll down, let me remove this. Let's right click on this and just delete it and search for again for tab. Okay, oh, let's first add a sec. No, let's just actually put them under here. So we'll see what we have. So now it brings these options that were in there previously. Okay, so I'm gonna first delete these two, then I'll edit one, then duplicate it later. Okay, so maybe we have something, for example, title, you can set it as urban homes. Yeah, and let's see, we can have something like let's see. Oh, we can change the background to this green that we are using, the theme color green. Then active can also be okay. Yeah, the active is that. Then the background of the normal one can be, let's see, this background color that we chose. You guys will see how that comes into play. Then the active one, hover, then the active, yeah, active can be that, and the hover can also be a green. Okay, so the border radius, obviously we can make it something like 25 or 30 to make it more circular, and I think that's looking good. The titles, obviously the typography can be something like, yeah, the paragraph sense, something like that. Then down here we can have an image, or we can have an image. So under there, under this column that we've just added, you can add something like an image. Yeah, and in this image, let's select something like upload files, select files. Let's see the images that we can use. For example, we can select this, okay, and use that. But no, this won't work. Let's first delete this. So let's actually use that as a background. Okay, so click on this column, under style, under background type, choose image, then get this image and use it as the image. Then what I want to say is display size cover, repeat, no repeat, position, center. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some text. Yeah, for example, I'm going to copy this and paste it in right here. Then I'm going to say maybe urban homes. Okay, then still I'm going to copy maybe something like this text. Yeah, and I'll just paste it in right here. Sorry, I'll undo that. Okay, let's just duplicate it, then drag it down here, then also duplicate this. Okay, then drag it still down here. Okay, then what we're gonna do is I want this to be in white. Okay, then also this text right here to be also of color white. Then let's deal with this column background. Okay, so we click on this column right here. Okay, then under background, the overlay, we're gonna use something like a black. Should we use our green as the overlay? Let's try that, but we need it to be darker, I think. Yeah, that's all right. Then go to the advanced section, and within the padding, let's give it a padding of like 150 to the top, or 100, then still 100 to the bottom. Yeah, I think that looks good. Though what I need to do now is to give this background a border or something like 25. Yeah, just so it rolls off like this. Okay, so I think that's looking good. So while it's still here, let's click on this tab icon right here. Then under content, we're going to duplicate these. Yeah, so we're going to duplicate it. I think, can we do it like 4 times? So we can have maybe commercial services. So you provide urban homes, commercial services. Maybe we have courses about green energy, and maybe we also offer something in as regards in manufacturing. Okay. Yeah. So once we are done with this, okay, then we can hover on. Maybe you can change this to something like, let's say like that, to urban homes. Yeah. Then for commercial services, we can maybe say commercial services. Oh, no. Services. Then this can be courses, and this can be manufacturing. Okay, great. So you can actively change these backgrounds. Click on the column style, choose image. Let's upload some more backgrounds. Yeah. So we have these, and these. Maybe you can take these and upload them, and we can select maybe that to replace that. And for courses, let's change that to style. Oh, for courses, yeah, let's change that. Choose something like this. Okay. Then commercial services, can stay like that. Then urban homes, maybe we can change some about the homes, and we may use an image like that, which I think is now looking good. However, one last something I'd like to add would be some animations. For example, when you click on this and you go to the advanced section under motion effects, yeah, under entrance animation, you can maybe say fade down. Yeah, so I can copy this and apply this style to all the headings here. Okay, so paste style, and I'll paste the style here. Okay, so I can do the same. So under this text down here, I'm going to advanced. Okay, then under motion effects right here, under entrance, I'll say fade down, something like that. So I'll copy this. Okay, head over here and paste this style, head over to commercial services and paste this style, head over to homes and also paste this style. Okay, so yeah, I think that looks really good. Then let's see what we can create. Okay, now we can create an FAQ, or before we create an FAQ, let's maybe add some reviews to our sections, to our homepage. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add section right here, and I'm gonna go to its top margin and make it something like 70 and 70 to the bottom. Then what I'll do, I will copy this guy right here. I'll copy this guy right here and I'll paste him right here. Okay, then what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna center it. Or left align it. Okay. Okay, I know what to do. I need to center everything, but I think I'm gonna use a padding of something like from the left to the right, or something like 350. Then also from the something like 350. So it's now centered from left to right. Yeah. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy something like this. No. Let me use this. I'll copy this and I'll paste it in right here. So just drag it above. Yeah. Okay. Then maybe I will change this to something like Mike Lad, something like that, and he's gonna be a homeowner, or can call him a realtor, something like that. Then the review can be like something like, let's put a genuine review. Okay, so you can say Subfi, which is our company name, Subfi, and something like that. Yeah, and let's add an icon to the top, or the big quotation mark. Okay, but we're gonna use an icon to sort of represent that. Okay, so I'm gonna say quotation. When I use something like this, so I'll just change its color to that green that we've always been using. Yeah, so now I think everything kind of looks great, though I would like to pull this, move it up slightly. Yeah, something like that, and kind of looks good. Though what I need to do to this section is I need to give it a background. So I'm gonna go to style and a background. I'm gonna use an image, so I'm gonna go to upload, select files. The files are in the description. Then I'm gonna use this as the background. I select that, and once it's done uploading, I'm gonna say I want to set the display size to some like cover. Okay, and I think that just looks good. So I'm gonna say no repeat. Yeah, and you know what, let's add some padding to the top and bottom. Yeah, so I'll just do 20. Yeah, just to space that out, and I'm happy with how everything is looking. Okay, so now that that's done, let's create some FAQ section. Okay, so let's create 2 columns. Okay, then what I'm gonna do is, let me copy this and I'll just paste it in right here. Interface to paste. Okay, let's say support. Let's say support. Then I'm gonna copy this and I'll just paste it in right here, and I will call this frequently asked questions, something like that, and I'll just left align it. Yeah, so it will look good like that. And what I'm gonna do still is to the right, before I actually add this FAQ, I'm gonna add something like, for example, I'll take this and okay, let me just insert some dummy text. Yeah, so for example, something that talks about the FAQ section. So we can do something like explore answers to the questions. We're here to help you in your dream of sustainable energy, something like that. Okay, then below that we can add something like an image. Okay, and let's upload some images. Okay, we can use this guy right here. Is it representative of what we're trying to do? Yeah, I think let's use that. So it's uploaded. I'm gonna just place it in right there. Then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use an accordion to add some, let's see if I'm to add it under here. Okay, yeah, it looks nice. So let's see, but I don't like the background color, so I'm gonna find a way of trying to remove the tabs. Let's go to the tab style and we see if this color is removable, because I do not like it. I want to keep it white. Yes, so even on hover, I don't think it should change anything. So the text color can remain actually black. Yeah, and when it's active, actually the text color should remain, no, let's make it green. Let's make it green. Yeah, active, it's green, and the icon colors should also be all green. Yeah, at hover and when it's active. Yeah, even when it's normal. Yeah, let's just make everything green. Oh, sorry about that. Let's turn it back to white. Yeah, I wanted the icon color to be green. Yes, so I think that's all right. Yeah, so the tab style, something that I would like to change, maybe it's in the content style. The typography, can it be shipori? Let's see if we can use shipori. No, that's not. This should be paragraph sans or something like that. Yeah, but I want the tab to change to something different. Yeah, it's right here. So you can use this shipori heading, then size it down to something like 21. Yeah, so then this is looking good, but now let's just feed in some questions so that looks legit. Okay, so under content settings, I'm gonna first delete this. Let me go to my chat GPT, add some questions that I had there. So I'm just gonna copy them in and paste them in. Okay, so here we go. So I'm gonna copy, I'm gonna copy this, I'm gonna copy this. So I'm just pressing Ctrl C, yeah. And once I'm back here, all I'm gonna do is for the tab title, I'm gonna press Windows V to kind of paste them in. Yeah, and I think 21 is kind of big. 21 is kind of big. I don't know why. I feel like it's really kind of big. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reduce. Okay, let's go back to the style and the tab style. 21 is kind of big, so I think I'm gonna opt for something like 18. Let's do 21. Okay, but then let's increase, I think, the line height. Yeah, something like 1. Yeah, That should do. Okay, so let's get back to the content and content settings. Let's duplicate this. Okay, then right here I'm gonna press Windows V to go to the clipboard and start pasting in these questions. Okay, and once that's done, I'm gonna duplicate it one more time, close this off, go here and Windows V, and I'll paste in this right here. Still go back. No, I want to come on. I want to duplicate this still, and this I'm gonna Windows V, and I'll include that, but that is so long. Yeah, this is really so long, but I'll leave it anyways. Yeah, so I think we can add more questions. Let's add one more. So I'll close this off and I duplicate it one more time, and let me paste one more question in the videos. I can't find the fifth one. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's paste it in there. Okay, so I think everything is looking good. However, what I'm going to do is I'm going to center everything because some things really look off. So I'm going to click on the section right here and I just center everything so that it looks uniform. Yeah, but no, let's just find to the top. I think the top would have looked better. Yes, so I think that's looking all right, and that's it, I think, for the home page. And right now we're going to be developing our footer so that everything just comes into play. But before we start doing anything, let's see how it looks on mobile. Okay, so let's click on this phone icon right here and we see how everything is looking. And as you guys can see, some things are falling out of place, but we're going to fix them step by step. So providing this looks okay, so this under the style, what we can do is we can make it something like 30 pixels, 35, and let's just do 32. It should be good. Yeah, so I think that looks okay. Then we have some text here. I think this had a padding, so I'm just gonna unlink this and it should look good. Should I break this text or I just increase some font? Because if I break it, for example right here, then it's gonna affect the whatever. So maybe I'll just add some little padding to the left of like 10. Yeah, then also 10. Yeah, then the button looks okay, these look all right, and I think the padding here is too much for this. Yeah, for this section, the padding to the bottom right here is too much. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'll just make it something like 50. Yeah, then right here under style, typography, the line height needs to be something like 1. Yeah, white user system of energy, I think that's all right. The typography can also reduce to something like 28. Yeah, images are looking right. This is looking fine. This is looking fine. This is looking fine. This is looking fine. However, this ain't. And to solve that, I'm just gonna go to padding and just uncheck that. Still go to advanced section. The padding I added, just change that, and it should be the same case for all these. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is to remove the paddings for all these. Yeah, because as you guys can see, they are poorly aligned. So under the advanced tabs, just check and uncheck the paddings. Yeah, so you gotta do that. Yeah. So I think that looks okay. I think it's still the same case here. So under advanced, remove the paddings. Maybe you can add something like 10, just so you have some more space. Then for the background, I don't know where this is coming from, but let me see. Let me select it and see where it comes from to this. So let me, oh yes, let's look. I can't find it, so I guess I'm gonna uncheck and then check this. Yeah, it had almost gone, the Lambert. Yeah, so clicking on this, I go to style. I think I'm just gonna have to center it like that. However, this is now kind of protruding. So under this style, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change this to center, just to have it clean. Yeah. So they frequently ask questions. I think the title here is too big, so it can remain something like 32 or 28. Then for the typography, in the FAQ section under the tab style, okay, the typography can be something like 16. Yeah, which is okay. Yeah, that looks fine. Then this is fine. That's fine. Okay, let's update that and let's work on our footer. Create some 2 or 3 more pages and our tutorial will almost be done. So now let's exit out of here and let me first cancel this and update. Always remember to update these changes. So when I exit out of here and click on this WordPress icon to take me back to my dashboard, and right now I'm gonna be using the Elements kit, this plugin right here, to create the footer section that we want. Okay, so under here, okay, obviously it has all these, but I'm gonna select custom, make sure everything is on. The next step, the next, and finish up, save the changes, and once these are done, okay, so now what we're gonna do is gonna click on this header footer, and under header you're gonna click add new, and while you're here, let's click add new, and we're gonna call it footer. It'll be footer 1. It's gonna be a footer, it's gonna be on the entire side. Let's activate it and click edit content. So Elementor is gonna open up. So now Elementor is open, and when I'm gonna add 4 sections. Yeah, let's see, I'm gonna add our logo right here, but it's gonna be in form of a text really. Yeah, so let me just type subfile, and the color, I think it's gonna be white, but since this is, let's first make the section background black or a dark shade. So when you click on the section, then come over to background under classic, let's select this black. When you click on that global icon, we're gonna select this black, but it's not so dark, and something darker. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, this will do. So when you click on this text and change the typography to something like work sans, yeah, that is good enough. So what I'm gonna do is to come here to these icons, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some text below. So I'm gonna use the text editor. No, I want it under here. And I'm gonna make this text white. Yeah, I think that color is okay, but this is gonna be like our location or something like that. So let me just paste in. For example, if you're living in such your company is situated in that area, that'd be right. Then I'm just going to copy this and I just paste it right here. So for example, you can create stuff like maybe if you have some company information, so you can play around with this text and change it to something like Shipori, but then lower down to something like 21, which is, or even 18, like 18 pixels. That'd be good. So if you have some company information, maybe you have some important links, and we can copy this, paste it here. Let's see, maybe if we have some, maybe okay, some legal kind of categories or pages that you want to include. Okay, so now what we can do to add those pages, we can use something like a list. Yeah, so if you type in list here and you take the icon list and just add it under company, then probably let me first remove this and I'll delete this. Maybe the first one can have the about us page, or maybe the contact us page, contact us. Yep. So then the link, you can basically type in contact here to pull up the pages that you had already created. Yes, something like that, so it automatically link them to that. Then the style, what you want to do is to change the color of the text to something like that shade, which I think is really nice. And from that onwards, we can just duplicate these. Yeah, so we can have something like about what else, we can have something like insights. We can have something like teams. Then what else, we can have something like project. Okay, and what we can do is to come to under the style, and for the text, we forgot to change the typography, but we can make it work sans. Yeah, so probably you can copy this and just fill it up in these tabs right here. Okay, so you can also change this to something like project planning, any sort of information you want to display. Affiliates. Yeah, you can have something like careers. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, even this same side, you can have still change something, maybe legal, maybe privacy. Okay, maybe you can have something like terms and conditions, stuff like that. You can have refunds. Yeah, however you want it, but I think this really looks cool. But one I think I would like to add is the top and bottom margin padding, sorry. So maybe 50 to the top and 50 to the bottom would do. Yeah, I think that really looks cool. So if you update it, yeah, and what you can do is, since this is all looking good, we can first take a look at how it's looking on mobile. Okay, if it looks good, then yeah, let's just center everything. I think if we click on this, let's see if this does it. If we click on this section, then we try to center. There is no way we can center them all at once. Probably you have to go through all of them manually, then you try to center them. Yeah, but that's also okay. So what we can do is we can copy this. After you copy this, you can just paste it in right here. Oh, no. You rather paste, hold on. You rather paste the style. Yeah. For the headings, you paste the style. Then for this, for the list, I'm gonna also copy and paste the style to the list. So that's how it's gonna be looking for the mobile. Then also this, I think it can also be centered. Okay, so everything is looking good. So I can click update, and once I'm happy with that, I'm just gonna click exit out of this, and it's gonna return me to this WordPress, so I can visit my site and check out how it's looking. The home page, everything is looking fine, and yeah, pretty happy with everything. Yeah, the footer is looking nice. So now what we can do is we can create the contact us, we can get the testimonials, and I think I would like to reorder these. Now in case I want to reorder these, I have to go back to the dashboard, or in case while I'm here, I can click on this icon, the home icon right here, takes me to the dashboard, and appearance, I go to menus. Okay, and once the menus are open, all I have to do is to start drag this and just click save, and once everything is done, I might just click okay, let me just click visit site here. Now it's now we need to remove this, but it's reorganized. Yeah, so let's go to customize. I want to remove the footer. Yeah, I don't know if I can show you guys what I want to remove, but if I open this up again in the new site, in a new tab, okay, I want to remove this. Yeah, this copyright. Then to remove that, all you have to do is to come to the customizer here that we opened up earlier, then come to footer builder and copyright. Then as it loads up, what we are gonna do, actually I opened up something wrong. Let's go back, then go to footer builder. Okay, then copyright, and all I have to do is to just remove it. Okay, or close it from here, and I'll click publish. Okay, and once it's published, if I refresh this page right here, it's totally gone. Yeah, so now let's look at our team and start developing for the team. So while we're here, what we can do is to click on edit page, and this is gonna open up this, and we are gonna click edit Elementor, edit with Elementor, then we're gonna start working. Okay, so we're gonna move a lot faster, and what we're gonna do is to add a section right now, and we're gonna give it a background. For example, let's upload an image. I'm gonna select files, and the image I would like to use here maybe would be, let's use this, and it's finally uploaded. So I'm gonna click select, and while I'm here, let me just give it a background overlay. I think we can use this color right here, this theme color that we set, and we give it a padding of 150 to the top and 150 to the bottom. Okay, then we put in some text. For example, we can say our team, okay. Then under the style, we're just gonna give it that white text, and the typography is gonna be the Shipori heading, and let's just center it. Yeah, so I think that looks all right. Yeah, and let's start developing and working on the teams. Okay, so to start, let's start off by adding a container. Yeah, then in this container, let's change the direction to be to a horizontal row, and we're gonna add a nested container in there, or then we can duplicate this. I think let's make them 2. Let's create a 3rd and create a 4th. Yeah, now the first thing I think I would like to do is to add an image, yeah, of the team member. So we're gonna upload some team member photos, and go to select files, and let's pull them up. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. I think I need about 8. Should I take this? Yeah, let me take this. 8. I need about 8 people. So they're now uploading. So now I'm gonna click insert that, and what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna go under style, then the border width. I think I'm gonna manipulate these independently. So 115. Let's make the bottom 115, and also the right 115. Yeah, no, 155 is too much. I think 115 should do. Yes, so that looks all right. Then below it, I think I'm just gonna add a text, yeah, of the name of the reviewer. For example, I can add something like Mark Shad, and these can be white. No, let it be black. Let it be black, and the typography can be the Shimpori heading, and I really want it to be, I think 16 should be enough. 21 should do, and I'd rather have it centered. And yeah, so let me duplicate this and let this be sort of the section heading, and it's gonna be our CEO, founder. Okay, CEO maybe, and founder. Yeah, that looks okay. Then the text can be this green accent that we used. Then I'm gonna add in, let's just throw in some description of what he really does. Yeah, so you can type in like a job description or something like they're doing, for example, that for my case, and I'm just gonna keep it centered. So I think that looks quite nice. Though what I'm gonna do is to drag this up. Yeah, you guys already know that we use a negative margin to pull things up and down. So I think that's looking nice. And let's add some top spacing of like 20 pixels to the top. So I'm adjusting for the section right here, this one that I've clicked on, and I think 30 will do. Let's just make them 70. Yeah, so this is done. So all I have to do is I'm gonna delete all these. So I think I'll just delete all these and just duplicate this around 4 times. Okay, so I'll duplicate this once, twice, and thrice, 3 more times, 2 more times, 1 more time. All right, you guys get the idea. So now it's looking like this. So all you have to do is to come and change these images. For example, I'm gonna change this to something like that. Then I want this lady to go there, and yeah, that looks about it. So what you have to do is to click on this section and also duplicate it. Okay, so it's now duplicated, and I just keep on changing these guys right here to this gentleman, and we have this lady, and this was our CEO. Hopefully can do, yeah. So now we can go on and change these positions. Yeah, let me pause and do that real quick. Okay, so now I've done the changes, and yeah, I've changed the names and everything looks neat. So I'm just gonna add 2 sections right here. Okay, and before I do anything, I just wanna make them 70-70 margin to the top and bottom. Yeah, and let's add some company values. Okay, so I'm gonna copy these. No, I will do one new one. So add a heading here, and I'll say these are company values. Okay, company values. Okay, so this text is gonna be this green shade, and the typography is gonna be of the section heading. Yeah, so let's duplicate that. Yeah, so let's copy this. Let me copy something from here, and I just paste it in transforming. Says our mission is transforming energy, transforming energy. Oh god, energy. All right, so other style, let's just make this a ship or something. Yeah, then the scale can be black. Yeah, and the line height really can be 1. Yeah, and I'm gonna add in some text just under that. Oh, let's just simply drag it down, and I'm just gonna copy in some text and paste it in here. Then I wanna add a button. Yeah, some like learn more or something. So where's the button? I see it right here. So let's just put it in right there, and we will say learn more. And when we hover back to the style and we change this to that green color, and yeah, the typography can obviously be this paragraph sans, then the border radius can be 25. Yeah, so I think that looks good. Then on the right, let's see, we can use some icons to spice things up here, and it can be an image box rather, so that we don't have to stress. Image box, and we can drag it in. Then we already have some icons in the gallery, don't we? I can see them, but let me see. I'll just upload them because I can't find them now. Yeah, they were there. Let me just, I'm holding control. Yeah, I really can't find them. So now we have that. Then the heading can be something like let me change the heading to something like eco leadership. Then obviously some dummy text, but then the way I want it to be, yes, arranged like this, and let it be centered, the vertical alignment. And for the image, the spacing can be that, then the width can somehow look smaller, Then the content, this has to be black, or we can make it green, something like that. Then the typography can be shipori, but obviously we need to lower down those pixels to something like 21 or 25. Yeah, and then let's just make it just a little bit bolder. Yeah, I think that's looking okay. So what we have to do is to reduce the spacing. I think that's okay. And all you have to do is to duplicate this now, just a couple more times, and we can copy in some text. For example, oh, and we say here, right here, let me see, we can maybe say green initiatives. We can paste in something here like sustainable tomorrow, then probably also change these icons to something that we just uploaded. Okay, so yeah, just to spice up things a little bit. Yeah, so I think this really looks good for our team section. Okay, taking a look at how it looks on mobile, I think it just looks fine. Yeah, it really just does look fine. So let's update that and let's see how that's looking. So I'm gonna close other tabs. Yeah, even these, I think I'm just gonna close these. I don't think I really need them. Yeah, so now let's over, this was a team. Now we have the testimonials and the contact us page to work on. Okay, but first let's handle the testimonials. Okay, so I'm gonna click edit page. Okay, and once I'm here, I'm gonna hit edit with Elementor. All right, now what we're gonna do with the testimonials, it's really gonna be a bunch of text that some reviewers have said about our company and everything. Then we're gonna include a mission statement, and basically that would be it. Okay, so let's start editing and we see what we can do with this. All right, so now I'm just gonna include 4 columns. Yeah, and what I'm gonna do with this first one is I'm gonna add some text. But before we actually add those 4 columns, let's add something that we did with the previous page that we designed. Okay, now while you're here, let's go to style and just give this a background. Okay, so let's upload an image, something like something like this should do. And once it's uploaded, all I have to do is to click select. Yep, and once I'm here, I'm gonna select display size cover and a repeat of repeat, then full position can be center. Yeah, that's okay. And the background overlay, as you guys know, we're gonna select that green shade that we've already been using. Okay, then under advanced, I want to use a padding of 150 to the top, then 150 to the bottom. Then let's just put some text and we say testimonials. Okay, so we can call these testimonials. Let's make this white and let's make it a shipori heading. Okay, then let's just enter it. I think that looks all right. Then in these 4 columns that we created, the first thing we're gonna insert, okay, is some text. Yeah, so let's take this as a review. Probably it can be in quotation marks, something like this, but the typography, it can be, actually we can use this black that we've always been using. Then the typography can be the paragraph sense that we worked on. Okay, then below this, let's just insert an image box. Okay, right here. Then what we're going to do is we're going to choose an image for the person who made that review. So we're going to use the same images just as in the team. Then the heading is going to be, for example, name Michael Lan, yeah, something like that. Then their position, for example, if this is a realtor that made this review, yeah. Then we go under style. Once that's done, then when I make it align to the left, then the image can have a border radius of something like 100%. Then under the box, let's just make it everything centered. Okay, so the image has been catered for. Then the content, so this color of the blue can change to something like this green. The typography, we can use Shipori, but still size down. We can still size down. We still size down the typography. No. We can use. Hold on. We're still under the title, the typography Shipori. Then can I make this 21? And yeah, that looks fine. Then the description can be black, or you can leave it like that, and we change these to paragraphs. And okay, then reduce the spacing, just have to play around with this, and it would, yeah, do that. Then let's see how it's looking. All right, so I'm gonna drag this up when I go to the advanced and link this, and I'll drag this up using that feature. Okay, so now let's create some space within these sections. Okay, so under advanced, I'm gonna use 100 top and bottom. Yeah, let me first use 100 to the top. Yeah, then actually let's do 70. I think 100 is too much, so 70. Yeah, so first let me delete these are the columns, and I just duplicate this very one that we have. Okay, so duplicate, duplicate, and we duplicate. Okay, so everything has changed. So you can change these names from here. For example, Jack Harris, stuff like that. Mike Locke, something like that. Then also change the images as you see fit. Yeah, then you can alternatively duplicate these to make more review for more testimonial like sections and everything. And as you can see, you can change everything. You can change the people who are speaking, make this someone like Jane Haran, something like that. I'm just making up these names, okay, but you get the idea. Then you can reduce the spacing yet something like 30 maybe. Yeah, the top margin. Yeah, so I think that's okay, that's looking fine. Then one last, I think there's too much space. Okay, there's too much space, so what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna remove this. Yeah, and that space should literally be gone. Okay, I think now it looks better, though. Let me see if there's still some space on this. Yeah, let's remove this 30. Yeah, and it looks fine now. Okay, so now we might want to add probably our mission statement and everything. Yeah, so let me show you something, guys. For example, if to view what we're having, this is what we're having, but when you check out our team, yeah, I wanna duplicate this to sort of create our mission statement and everything. So if I click with edit with Elementor, yeah, and I want to export that as a template, then import that same format into some part of my website. This is how it goes. Okay, so now when Elementor is open, all you have to do is scroll down and right click on the section that you want to export, then click save as a template. Then maybe you call this mission. Okay, and once you save it, yeah, so it's now saved right here. You come to the page where you want to place it, then click on this folder icon, then go under my templates. So it does this sometimes, but you just have to click refresh right here, and once it refreshes, it will show up the templates, then insert them, then you start editing them. Okay, now the changes I want to make here, maybe I want to say convey different message, yeah, for my mission goals. So what I'm gonna do is with our section, maybe I want to change these titles right here. For example, this first one, I can change it to something like community impact as one of the mission goals. Then I want to change this to personal discovery, then change this to something like professional growth. Okay, then probably if you want to change, for example, this to something like mission, you can do that. Then you can also make changes. For example, you can remove certain elements that you don't need. For example, you can delete that, then probably add something like an image. Yeah, so we can add something. For example, if I'm to upload, let me see an image I can use here. For example, this. Okay, and it reflects energy very well. So yeah, that is included here. Then for some styling bit, you can just add a border radius of like 25. Yeah, so I think that looks I think that looks okay. Though for the right section right here, I think I can center this content some like let me see. No. Yeah, so it's now centered, which should look even better. Yeah, so I think that's okay for now. Yeah, and one last thing, let me see. I think let me take it back to the top. Yeah, if we had more mission goals and everything, then it would totally make sense. Or unless what I can do is to change this image to something longer, sort of. So let me see what I can use if I'm to upload this. Let's try this image and we see whether it will do as the yes. Though it's too cropped, yeah, but I think the other one looked better. Yeah, but I think it's also right. Okay, let's just leave this at this. Maybe this text color can be black. Yeah, an actual black. Yeah, to kind of stand out more. Yes. So yeah, that looks alright. So that's it for the testimonials. So I'm gonna click update. Okay, close this, then view our testimonial, and I think it looks just fine. Okay, so now we're left with the contact us, which you're gonna edit. So click edit page, and once the page is edited, but before we do this, what we can do is open this up in a new tab, and we need to create a form for our contact us page. So under Ninja Forms, go to add new, and I want to say note now, and I want to click contact us because that's a kind of form that we want to create, and it's gonna pop up with this message, and everything just looks fine. Okay, the name, the email, the message that I want to set to us. So in case you want to make changes to this, yeah, you can editor. For example, you can change this to subject, Yeah, something like that. Subject, something like that. Then click done and it will change. Yeah, then you click publish. Okay, so once that's published, yeah, let's just come back and click edit with element. Yeah, so we add some contact information and we will be done. Okay, so now let's add that first section that we've already been adding, where we add an image right here. So for example, we can use this. Even I know we've used it in some other section, but we can say the cover, no repeat, and center. The background overlay can be, yes, that green shade that we've always been using. Then we can say, remember we always been giving a padding of 150. Okay, from the top to the bottom. Yeah, so we add in some text right here. For example, we can say contact us, yeah, and we can center this, make the text white. Okay, and the typography shipori. Okay, so now what we're gonna have is another section. For example, we're gonna have two of them. Okay, and what we're gonna do is gonna add in a heading right here that says sort of get in touch. Okay, but let's add some space first to the top and the bottom. Okay, so let me use about 70 pixels, not 700 but 70. Okay, so this get in touch, what we are going to do with it, obviously the color we've always been using, that green shade, the typography, that should do. Yeah, the paragraph sense, work sense. Okay, let's take the work sense paragraph. Yeah, then you can duplicate this and we ask a question. For example, put some text of how can we help you. Okay, then this can be really black and it can be shipori heading. Yeah, 40 pixels, that's, yeah, kind of good. Then let's just add some text just below this. For example, we can say that this text be for the paragraph. Yeah, then what we can add here are three sort of like image boxes. Let me show you guys. I know I've used image boxes a lot, but we always learn through repetition. So let's import some other icons for the call, the email, and the headquarters, something like that. So they are here. Okay, and once they're imported, we can add them in. Okay, so this has taken long to import, but it's okay. Maybe I'll place in. Okay, let's first deal with this. Maybe we can call these general inquiries. General inquiries, and we can paste in maybe a phone number. For example, you can call that number, and when you go to style, obviously you guys already know these settings. You can adjust the size and the spacing of the icons, the width of the call action itself. Yeah, so this can be the content. Under content, you can make this text really black. Yeah, and it can be shipori, I guess. Yeah, but 40 is too big, so Let's make it 21, and let's first click update. I don't know what's happening, but let's first view how it's looking. Okay, let me fix my connection then. Okay, let's update, and you kind of see what's going on. Should be fixed by now. Yeah, maybe I just need to refresh this. Okay. Okay, so now it's okay. So now I'm gonna go to style here. Then what I'm gonna do under content, I'm gonna reduce the spacing. Yeah. So probably I can duplicate these. Yeah. Duplicate that. Change this icon to something like, let's upload the other ones. I think I had a network problem, so they actually didn't upload these two. Okay. Yeah. So now it's alright. So we can say headquarters. Then right here we can put maybe a location for the headquarters, which would be, yeah. Then we can say email address. Right here, then you paste in your email address, something like, yeah. Then on the right, what we can do is we're gonna search for Ninja forms, and right here we're gonna place our form. But before I actually place a form, I wanna do something. So let's first add a container inside that. Then this container, I want to make this style, the background, into this background shade. Then the border is gonna be 25, so I want to make it kind of rounded. Okay, so you guys can see it now, but once we add the forms, you guys will be able to see it. So let's search for ninja forms. So I'm gonna take that and drag it in there. Okay, I don't know why it's not responding, but let me first delete it. Yeah, this happens sometimes. So I'm gonna search for another. Let me try this widget right here. I think it's also not responding. Let's see. Let's delete this also. Let's first update the changes we worked on, then go back to, you guys remember how to log in? Yeah, you just have to paste in this link and you'll be able to log into your dashboard. So I'm in right now, so I want to figure out, for example, let me go to the dashboard section. So we have to contact forms, but I think I'm gonna delete this and I'll just stay with one. Yeah, so let me delete this. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to essential add-ons. Maybe I skipped something while creating this. Okay, so maybe let me enable all. Yeah, so then I click save settings, and let me go back. I'll try to refresh this. Okay, it's loaded now, so I'm gonna search again for ninja and I'm gonna drag it just right here. Then I'm gonna select the contact me form, and let me just take off the title of the form. Yeah, so let me update this. And once I click on view, I know you can't view it from here, yeah, but you can definitely see it from here, yeah. So when I go to the style, for example, if I wanna change the font padding, I can add a 30/30, yeah, padding. So when I refresh that, it disappears. Okay, yeah, it's now here. I'm starting to freak out. Yeah, so let's make these edges more rounded. Yeah, it has always been the theme for the entire website. So under the title, by the way, it's important that we change all these to work sans. Yeah, typography to, yeah, should do inputs and text areas. We can make these more rounded by making them 25. Yeah, so I think that should look good. Yeah, that looks better. So now let's add a map, then some frequently asked questions, and we'll be done. Okay, so now I'm gonna click on this section, and I'll just click on this. I will make I'll search for map, and once that appears, I'm gonna add it there. Then you guys can add in your location, you can adjust the height, and yeah, but it's okay. So that's how our map is looking, though I want it to stretch across. I don't want this space right here. So probably what I can do is click on this settings icon. Okay, then where is the setting that I'm looking for? Settings icon. Okay, page layout, make it full width. Okay, and once it's full width, it's gonna load up. So it's now loaded. Let's see how that is looking. Still not stretched. So click on the map. Okay, click on this pen icon for the map, then click on settings. Click on the section right here and make these full width. Okay, then go under advanced and just uncheck the padding and the margin. So now just cuts across the entire width of the page, which I think is really good. Now when you go to the home page, okay, and I want to transfer this to our contact us page. Okay, so because it's support related and so on a contact us page, I think it's really important that it's there. So let's hover into the settings of Elementor, and open up the page with Elementor. Then we extract that section and we import it on the other end. Okay, so we're here now, and where's the section? This is a section. So I'm gonna right click on it, then I'm gonna click as save as a template, then I'm gonna call it oh, what has happened? Oh, I didn't see that, but let's see. Oh, I don't know what happened there, but it looks like it's just when I was still working. Okay, so what I'm gonna do still, let me just redo it, is I'm gonna right click on this, come on, and I'm gonna click save as a template, then I'm gonna call it FAQ, then I'm gonna click save. Okay, so it's saved, and right here I'm gonna click on this in our contact us page. You guys, we have added our map. Yeah, we're gonna click on this folder icon, go to my template, and FAQ is right here. Insert it, then apply, and it should get imported shortly. So while it's reloading, we're gonna need to add some space to the top and bottom of it. Okay, so now here is our section, but let's add some space to the top and bottom. Okay, something like, let me show the space that we need. This is really so close and it's so close to the bottom. So what I want to do is I'm gonna click on this and just add the 70 to the top and to the bottom. Okay, so let's check this out on mobile. Yeah, this must really look good already. Yeah, so we're having that, then this can reduce on the sides to something like 16 pixels. It's not reducing, but I don't know. I don't know what's happening. It's malfunctioning. Yeah, but everything else looks okay. I will just update it. Yeah, I really just update it. Maybe to fix later on, but yeah. So this is how everything is looking. The home page is looking fine. Okay, and our team is looking fine. The testimonials are also looking fine, and the contact us page is also looking great. All right, so guys, thanks for watching the tutorial. In case you have any questions, in case you have any ideas, please feel free to share in the comments, and I will be glad to help you out. Thanks for watching, and catch you in the next one.